Chief Minister of West Bengal has been extremely vocal about her thoughts on Parakram Divas. She has taken several jibes as well at the Prime Minister, at the Bharatiya Janata Party. But today we'll also hear the Prime Minister, while of course he attends that program at Victoria Memorial. It will be interesting.
Absolutely, and the most important point is, Swati, that this is not a one-off affair that the Prime Minister has started just before the Bengal elections. In fact, if you see from 2015 onwards, in some shape or form, Subhash Chandra Bose has been celebrated by the Prime Minister, by the Government of India, whether it is the declassification of certain files, whether I can tell you it's just been tweeted by the Prime Minister, Nirbhik Subhas, a permanent exhibition was started, whether it was the projection mapping show on Netaji, whether it was the unveiling of the book called Letters of Netaji, whether it is the coin and memorial stamp, commemorative stamp that has been released, or whether it is even the 2018 celebrations of 75th year of the tricolor hosting by Netaji, or the celebration of the first, what would be called as the first government of independent India that was led by Netaji. Perhaps some would call him the first Prime Minister of India. So it is a consistent effort by the Prime Minister because he draws his political inspiration. But the problem is that those who have consistently reduced the size of Netaji, of people like Vallabhbhai Patel, only to promote one family, one political ideology, those people are today complaining because the BJP has got an opportunity to appropriate the legacy of Netaji. And today those people should be actually asked that why haven't you for the last 70 years or so many years celebrated Netaji's birthday with this kind of fanfare? Why haven't you given him his place in history?
Right. You know, before I go across to Sujata Paul, let me quickly also go across and take a live update, in fact, from Tamal, who's joining us from outside Victoria Memorial, where the Prime Minister will be headed to next after attending this program at National Library, where Tamal, in fact, the Chief Minister also is going to be present. It will be very important to see if the Chief Minister, addresses the gathering over there and what she says. In fact, all eyes are now on that particular program.
इसलिए मेडिकली फिट ना हो पाने की वजह से वो नहीं कर पाए, लेकिन टेरिटोरियल आर्मी में उन्होंने जाने की कोशिश की। वो टेरिटोरियल आर्मी में गए तो उनके मन में वो जो सैन्य भाव होता है वो हमेशा से मौजूद रहा, लेकिन उनका सैन्य भाव एक अनुशासन के साथ, एक नियम के साथ और एक सदाचार के साथ आगे बढ़ने का था।
Victoria Memorial, I'm inside Victoria Memorial. That's why I'm lucky, because I would be watching the entire event live. And yes, as you rightly mentioned, more than the event and more than the talks doing rounds, we would also... Well, if you can hear me, Swati, I think there is a delay in the transmission. So this is the very backdrop. This is Victoria Memorial, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be coming around 4:30. This is the third event in the day as he comes here at around 4:30. And of course... And of course, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee would also be coming. So, as you rightly said, all eyes would be on that meet. Possibly this would be the last meeting between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee in this poll-bound state in this election season, because thereafter or hereafter there would be very little opportunity for a government program, an official program where Prime Minister Modi and Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee in their own administrative capacities would be coming together for a common purpose and a common objective. The election pitch has already started getting louder, and as you rightly said, Mamata Banerjee, even before coming here, she has attended a roadshow, and from that roadshow she has asked certain questions before the central government. Why has the central government removed Planning Commission? Because Planning Commission was started by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and that bears the legacy of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. So when the central government has replaced Planning Commission with Niti
Right. Tamal, stay on with us. Let me also quickly go across to Sujata Paul. What is your assessment of, what is unfolding in West Bengal at this point in time? My colleague Shreyasi was highlighting that the Prime Minister could have attended the celebrations virtually, but he has chosen to fly down to West Bengal. That in itself tells you the significance attached to this visit. It's not just about the celebrations. There's a legacy war at play as well.
Legacy war, which is really, really saddening. And especially when the Prime Minister, who's the Prime Minister of the country and not merely a BJP leader, today goes and appropriates the legacy of Subhash Chandra Bose. And I'll give you reasons why. Tell me, what happened in 19 or the next year? And he was trying to get support so that he could, organize a military campaign against the British rule. At that time, it was Hindu Mahasabha's president, Veer Savarkar, their Veer, and we call him Savarkar only. He actively supported the British in crushing any military opposition to the British rule. And he was very concerned about the Japanese entering the fray because the Japanese were enemies of the British. And the second thing, in 1941, when Netaji was recruiting his army, at that time, what was Savarkar doing? He was recruiting Hindus into the British army. So there we go. So this is merely a show which is being done, and this is clear.
The show, the celebration, the 125th birth anniversary celebration of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose is just a show. That's Sujata Paul's view as far as the Parakram Divas program is concerned. We're just taking a very short break on the broadcast. We'll come back with these visuals and also go across to our guests.